Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the Call of Duty video on Terminus Island. Obviously, most of you guys by now, hopefully, have done the main Easter egg quest, have seen the cutscene. Otherwise, I'm spoiling a lot of things with my gameplay of choice. Anyways, on Terminus Island, there are a ton of side Easter eggs. These Easter eggs are some kind of just fun, cool little things, and most of them can actually help you in your run, make the run a little bit easier. So I thought I'd make a video with all the different side Easter eggs you can do on Terminus Island. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's go ahead and start off with the first one. This one, it's kind of crazy. I could make it happen in my game, but apparently there's a jump scare Easter egg on the main elevator connecting the biolab and the guard rooms, the spawn area. Basically, if you call the elevator to the top, if you start jumping, a jump scare sequence will happen. There'll be a bunch of laughing and creepy noises, and also it's like, I don't know, it just looks a little creepy. I'm not gonna play the noises, do it in your game, experience it for yourself. Next is something most of you guys have probably already seen, but there's a weird interaction with it in game. So most of you, if you've seen the cutscene, the Easter egg cutscene, the Sentinel artifact has returned. The Chaos storyline has made a return out of nowhere. I had no idea they were gonna do this. Like, a super big plot twist. Anyway, on the map, the Sentinel artifact can actually be found. Not only is it in the cutscene, it's actually on the Castle Island on the right side of the map. And if you go to kind of like the back side, you have the wonder weapon and interact with the Sentinel artifact. You shoot it. For me, I had to use like the satellite thing. It actually spawns you back on the island. You tell it it's like a fast travel back somewhere on Terminus Island. Not sure why this happens. Not sure if there's something else you guys have to do. So maybe if you have more insight on this, let me know in the comments below. There's a free double points in the biolab. If you go inside the office area and look on the back part of the shelf, I think it's behind like a box of papers or something like that, you'll see a double point statue. Shoot it, and a double points will spawn exactly where you stand. Remember to use like temporal gift or a point sharing or something like that, like those gobble gums. If you want to maximize your points, really good way to get like fast pack-a-punch and stuff like that. If you take a boat to the right side of Terminus Island, there's a smaller island named Castle Island. On the right side of it, I think it's towards the back in the water, you will see an RC toy boat. It should be flashing red. If it's not in your game, just wait and it'll activate eventually. Go down, interact with the boat, and you'll be spawned in to a boat race minigame. It's one of those Mr. Peaks minigames if you know about the bowling one on Liberty Falls. I've got different videos about that, but pretty much you get spawned in to an RC boat race. You get to drive around, go through these rings around the map. Obviously, you don't have any zombies or anything like that. It's literally like a small RC boat. But pretty much get the highest score you can. There is a dark ops tied to the Easter egg, and obviously the higher your score, the better rewards you'll get in game. Next, we have the Cursed Talisman. This is a secret intel artifact. Not only can you see it in the menus, it helps you, collect everything. It's also one of the craziest side Easter eggs in this game. It goes really in depth. I made a separate video about this just because I'll put it in this video. It would just be too much, man. There's a separate video on my channel. I'll put a link to that in the description down below. One thing I did not mention in that video though is that when you're holding the Cursed Talisman, you get a permanent double point. It's kind of insane. When you get hit by a zombie, you lose 10,000 points. So permanent double points in trade for not being able to get hit by zombies. If you think it's worth it, I mean, go grab it, do the Easter egg. But I will say, if you pick it up, you can't drop it. And every time for the rest of your game, when you get hit by a zombie, you will lose 10,000 points. So it's kind of cool, kind of bad. Also, there's a Dark Ops challenge tied to the Cursed Talisman. If you get 20,000 points while holding the Cursed Talisman without getting hit once, so 20k points, don't get hit, you will unlock one of these zombies' Dark Ops. So I don't know, man. The whole Easter egg, the Cursed Talisman Easter egg is pretty cool. First, you want to grab a boat and go to Crab Island. I'm pretty sure it's the island all the way south on the map. Make sure you bring a lethal, so like a Molotov, Simtex, frag grenade. I brought a C4, I'm pretty sure, but look up in this tree. I'm pretty sure there's a crab trap. It's a box of some sort. Throw your lethal at the box. Whenever you explode it, you'll get a hit marker and you'll see these like crabs teleporting away on the ground. All you have to do is walk up and interact with the crabs. You actually get teleported into a 30-second game of whack-a-mole. It doesn't show your score, but the more you hit, the better rewards you'll get at the end of the game. I didn't do that great, as you guys could see. Just ignore my accuracy, man. But yeah, that's pretty much that's it. It's just a whack-a-mole Easter egg. This is the mega stuffy Easter egg. I know that sounds insane for me to say that, but it's literally what he's called. Basically, it's a bunch of stuffed animals who can build yourself a teammate in game. Even if you're in solos, he follows you around. It shows him shooting the zombies, but I don't think he actually does anything to the zombies. And he's a free self-revive, so really good for the boss fight and solo, duo, squads, all that good stuff. Basically, you are looking for a bunch of stuffed animals around the map to start this Easter egg. The first one can be found here in a locker beside stamina. The next one can be found right outside of this door at engineering. It's the one that connects like engineering to the outside portion of the map. The next one can be found inside of biolab, right outside the main office area. You'll see it kind of sitting on the bottom of a stool. The next one can be found inside of mining tunnels. I'm pretty sure it's actually right next to the window that's beside the gobble gum machine. The next one is actually over on Crab Island. You can find it right here sitting in a bush behind one of the lights. And the last one is actually sitting in this red dumpster on the back of the crashed ship out in the ocean outside the map. Next, you can head back to the living quarters. This is actually where Juggernog is. You will see a bunch of stuffed animals sitting on the beds. Go ahead and interact with one of them. They will all start floating and spawn in the Mega Stuffy. It's like I said, that's insane that I'm even saying that, but this is a real Easter egg. He basically floats around, follows you around for the rest of the match. He shoots these projectiles at the zombies, but it doesn't really do anything, and he's basically a free self-revive. He will revive you if you go down, but if he does revive you, he will go away. So basically a free self-res, stuffed animal Easter egg. What is going on, man? Next, we have the Meteor Easter egg. This is where you can use the ether cannon on the side of the map. You shoot it in the sky, a meteor falls down, it lands on island, and can drop a tons of different loot, like wonder weapons, perks, stuff like that. There are two things you need to do before you start this Easter egg, and that's pack a punch your gun and get dead wire. You could do this at the armory stations around the map. Also, by now, you should know how to pack a punch gun, man. Once you have those two things, go ahead and turn on the ether turret once. You can't do this before you pack a punch. You need to pack a punch of dead wire for the next step. Just make sure at some point you actually use the trap. Head over outside quick revive, and if you look up in the sky, not really in the sky, but you'll see a radio tower that's actually has this blue lightning strike. There's two radio towers. Once you shoot the first one with a weapon that's pack-a-punch and has dead wire, you'll run kind of right next to it outside the room Juggernog's in. Look up, there'll be another radio tower, and you'll shoot the blue light on that. Both of these radio towers should have a red light on top activated, and they will not be sparking at the end of this if you did it correctly. Next, head back to the ether turret, start the trap one more time. It'll actually have a special animation this time. Also, you will hear the meteor fall out of the sky. I hope y'all saw my gameplay though, because the ether turret like ate me, man. Anyways, the meteor is going to crash in the same place every single time. It's going to be on the small island at the top left of the map. Basically, go over there, see like flames on the ground and stuff like that. I got some pretty bad loot. I got some kill streaks and stuff, but you can't actually do this and get ether crystals, ether tools, even wonder weapons. It's pretty cool. And the final side Easter egg I have for you guys is actually a part of an achievement in Black Ops 6. The achievement is called Culinary Delight, and it's where you're actually cooking fish. You like literally get to cook and eat the fish on Terminus Island. It's kind of crazy. The first thing you'll need is a shock charge. I found some fish in the bottom of biolab. Basically, you'll actually see the fish swimming around in the water. Use the shock charge in the water on the fish. They will start floating. They'll drop a few items. You won't see anything in your inventory, but as long as you picked up everything that dropped, you should be good. Now you need to go all around the map and collect ingredients for your fish. I'm not sure why these ingredients are a thing, but it seems like you can mix and match some of the ingredients. So I'm just going to show you guys all the ingredients that I found in my game. I would suggest collecting as many as possible just to make sure everything goes smoothly. But now you're going to go all around the map and pick up ingredients to cook with your fish. The first one is an eggplant. This can be found in the mess hall. Also in the mess hall is a can of beans. Will be somewhere around the counters on the kitchen. Make sure to grab that as well. Next, you are going to grab a jar of salt on top of the refrigerator inside the living quarters. Inside engineering will be a pack of batteries. I know it seems like you wouldn't use a pack of batteries to cook some fish, but trust me, you do need the batteries, so make sure to go grab that. And the final ingredient is a brain on top of a scale in the biolab. I would grab all the ingredients, and also you can grab these in any order, but I'm pretty sure the recipe for the fish changes every game. So just to make sure the achievement works correctly, make sure to grab all the ingredients I showed you in the video. Once you have all the ingredients, bring them back to the mess hall, interact with the two frying pans on the stove. Once you add all the ingredients, the frying pans for some reason will light up blue and green. And I think you have to advance 1 or 2 rounds before the fish are actually cooked. Eventually though, the fish will be cooked. You can eat them. I don't know what happens, but you do get an achievement. So I guess it's pretty cool. That's basically all the side Easter eggs in Terminus Island Zombies in Black Ops 6. As of right now, I mean, that's a ton of Easter eggs. I would be surprised if there's anything else inside the map. But as always, if you guys find anything, go ahead and tweet me at Incredilag or let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys soon for more Call of Duty videos, man.